Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Dan Blanchard from the Traveling Time with Dan show. Today, I am in West Orange, New Jersey, mixing travel with history, with leadership, and of course with me, Dan Blanchard, on the Traveling Time with Dan show at the Thomas Edison's National Historic Park. Yes, the man that was known as the Wizard of Menlo Park, right? The one that was the solitary working in genius. All right, but that's all going to change. Eventually, what's going to happen is that he is going to create a team. He's going to work as a team, and he's going to do things that many people consider probably to be bigger than the light bulb. And one of those things he's going to do is he's going to create the first modern industrial R&D, which stands for research and development system, place. It's going to be right here in West Orange, right, where he's going to become the father of modern industrial R&D, research, development, and then he's going to throw a commercialization twist to all that stuff. It's no longer just fairy stuff, but he's going to apply it, right, in commercialization in large, massive use. And people can use it and make money off of it, and it's going to help build this amazing country that we live in today. And, you know, he is a product of his age, right? He's part of the Gilded Age. He's going to represent the Gilded Age with, you know, industrial progress and, of course, you know, big money signs, dollar signs for the use of his products, right? So this system that he creates over here in the Edison National Historic Park becomes like 10 times larger than what he had over in Menlo Park, and it becomes the largest industrial research and development site in the United States at the age. And as you're looking here, he's going to have over 200 workers working here at his site, which is a lot of workers for those days, right? And he's going to create, you know, his genius. He's going to create what's called a systematic system of creativity and innovation. He's going to create this, systematize it, not just a solo brilliant mind working alone in some dark laboratory. He's going to systematize it with a very large team of workers. He's going to basically create what's called like an invention factory here. 1,093 patents. Yes, you've heard that correctly. Over 1,000 patents. Now, one man can't do that. Even as brilliant as Edison was, one man can't do that. You need a team to be able to do that, and he did. He had a great team. He didn't know everything, but his team was brilliant, and they were given a free rein to go out there and invent. But also remember, you gotta innovate as well, not just invention, right? But innovation, application. How can we use it to make the country bigger, stronger, more industrialized, and make more money? That's the innovation. And again, a lot of people think that his greatest invention was the light bulb. Probably was. It was probably this whole modern system of research and development. Might have been his greatest innovation. And besides, if you think about it, did Edison really invent the light bulb, or did he just make it better, right? He made it better. He applied it. He used the application, the innovation. He created the electrical grid system, the electricity system that allowed that light bulb to just be turned on with the flick of a switch. And not just the light bulb turned on, but a whole system of light bulbs turned on to light up like New York, to light up New Jersey, right? I mean, this is what he did, which is absolutely amazing, which is way, 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 way beyond a light bulb, all right? Way beyond a light bulb, all right? And not only did he create that, he's got so many, again, 1,093 patents. He's got more than we could possibly cover in a day or a bunch of days, all right? Most people aren't aware that he invented the Black Maria. This is the first movie production studio. Yes, before Hollywood, right? Edison had it right here. He was working on before Hollywood. I mean, this guy built entire industries by systematizing innovation. Right? He was just so far ahead of his time. He mass-produced technologies. Right? Think about it. He had the phonograph. Right? He did the phonograph. I told you he did like the electric light, right? And the whole system, the electricity system, right? Batteries, right? The batteries. He did the whole batteries, right? So listen, here's the thing. I mean, before Edison and even early Edison, these geniuses, these inventors, they basically worked alone. Edison's going to change all that. He's no longer going to work alone. He's going to have this team. And this is basically what all the big companies do today, right? Whether it's Microsoft, whether it's Tesla, whether it's Google, right? They don't work alone anymore. They work in these very talented, huge teams, is what they do. And this is what Edison did before basically all of them, right? So here's the thing. Edison, he didn't just invent products. He learned how to make products, mass produce products, and sell products. And that's a big, big deal. Now, I don't think I'd want to conclude this segment, this little video yet, without talking a little teeny bit about the AC-DC war that he had with Tesla. All right? Believe it or not, I believe that Tesla actually had a better electrical system than Edison. Tesla had the alternating current that could go longer distances, and Edison had the DC, the direct current system, right? That was directly shot somewhere. Edison didn't like what Tesla had. Edison undermined Tesla and kind of beat him down in a capitalistic war, I guess you could say, right? Beat him down and made sure that Edison's electricity system was going to win over Tesla's. Tesla was discredited, and it just never worked out for him. But he didn't have the better system. But hey, I mean, think about it. Edison had a lot on stake. His electric system had to run his light bulbs and all that, and he had to succeed, and Edison did succeed. So when I talk to you about my travel and time with Dan's show, I mix travel with history, with leadership. Of course, me, Dan. I've given you a little bit of history here. You definitely should travel down here. You should definitely travel down here and check this place out. This place is really cool, right? Like I said, I gave you a little bit of history. So, what is the leadership of this part? Well, I would say that great leadership usually involves teamwork, right? Teamwork, persistence, and continuous improvement. That is great leadership. I mean, think about this. Effective leaders, they often succeed not because they know everything, but because they bring together a bunch of talented people and then help them all work toward a common goal. This is what great leaders do. And this is what Thomas Edison did. And during his days, he was one of the best there was at it. All right, everybody. Thank you for spending time with me, Dan Blanchard, on the Travel and Time with Dan show over here at Thomas Edison's National Historic Park, where we mix, once again, we mix travel with history, with leadership, and of course, with me, Dan Blanchard. I'm going to be back real soon with another great show somewhere else. Until then, you take care, and I'll see you soon.